apply tourniquet. Okay, he's going to put a tourniquet on that arm for me and make sure I don't have a pulse. No pulse. Okay, all right, so there's no pulse, I'm clear to shoot. Action that, back on target. Hi, I'm Tim Bulot and welcome to weaponsacademy.com. Today we've got our hands on the S.T.A.T tourniquet. And this is one of the latest innovations in tactical medicine, and it's getting a lot of buzz around the SWAT community these days. So we got our hands on a couple of these and tried them out, and so we're going to go over that review with you today. So this is what it comes like when you get it in the package. It's got the website on there, STATtourniquet.com. So for more information, you can go there to read and get the details on it. Comes in 3 colors. At this point, we've got orange here. I believe I saw a blue one and a black one as well. There may be other colors, but that's all I saw when I bought this one. I paid $20 for this on Amazon. Had it within a couple of days, so it got here pretty quick. And it comes packaged in shrink wrap. On the back side, you can see it's got the instructions wrapped up with it and so forth. And you know, it's held in place by a rubber band. It's got a little timer on it. And pretty neat, compact, about the size of a can of snuff, for the lack of a better description. Outside of the package, okay, here's what she looks like here. Basically, it is a giant zip tie, okay, and it functions the same way as a zip tie. It's got a quick release on it, so you can, you know, actually take it off, use it again. We've used this one several times for training. Little instructions right on the front right here. And then it's got a timer that comes with it. As I said earlier, this little timer. We took this one off, but normally it's glued right here. We took it off so we wouldn't damage it while we're using it, as we experimented with this repeatedly. It does not come prepped, so you do have to prep it like so. Okay, you can see the width of it. It's about 1 inch wide. And so forth, and it's made of a rubber type material, but not a rubber that stretches. Okay, it is somewhat rigid, and it appears to be very, very durable. Okay, so application on this, self-application, you know, for an arm, for instance, seemed pretty easy. You just slap it over the arm, and you start ratcheting down just like a giant zip tie. Now, when you get here close to the end, to get that final torque on there that you need to actually cut off your pulse, it does take a little bit of work. Okay, it's not super easy, but then again, it's not real difficult either. Okay, but it will require a little bit of strength. So something to think about, and this is just my opinion, is that if you were doing this with a serious injury and you were, you know, possibly in the process of losing blood pressure and going into shock, would you have enough strength to tighten this down? Okay, and in our review, Terry brings up some very interesting points about using this with bloody hands and so forth. But so far from the work and the training that we've done with it, we like the device. It's a decent piece of equipment. The price is right, and it's very transportable. You could put this in a med kit. You could put it in a handcuff case, carry it in a cargo pouch, and so forth. So let's head on out to the range. We've got Terry Green here with us today, and let's look at some actual applications of this in a training environment. And Terry, being the expert in this area, let's get his input on the S.T.A.T tactical tourniquet. This is going to be a 2-man drill. We'll do the 2-man, the buddy aid. We'll do the self-aid maybe tomorrow, or you know, we got this now that we can work with it and kind of work it into our routine and so forth. So Terry's going to be my partner, and what I'm going to do is shoot with a strong arm first, strong arm only. So Terry is going to apply the tourniquet for the sake of the drill to the weak arm. It's been the support arm. It's been damaged and so forth. He's going to apply the tourniquet, and then he's going to make sure that I don't have a pulse, that it's applied properly. Okay, so we're in a scenario. I've taken a round in this arm. Apply tourniquet. Okay, he's going to put a tourniquet on that arm for me and make sure I don't have a pulse. Oh, moly. Yeah, so we're yeah, he's getting some skin in there now. No pulse. Okay, all right, so no pulse, I'm clear to shoot. All right, make sure that I'm not flagging into my leg. I'm gonna action that, back on target. Loading. Slide forward. Let that fall and just hold it here, okay? At that point, when I'm locked back, he can alleviate that tourniquet. Okay. Good. And that thing did get some skin under it, guys. Fly tourniquet! My partner's going to come in and save that.
Good tourniquet.
Okay. Clear to fire. Now watch the draw, okay? Okay, partner's going to check my chamber right there, and he can alleviate that tourniquet. And that sucker's really, okay? You'll be ready for it to come off at that point. All right? Once it's off, let the color restore itself, and then we'll just clear that. Okay, now notice. All right, Terry, so we just practiced with this new device here a little bit. You got to apply it firsthand and so forth. I got to experience it firsthand. So what do you think?
So it's kind of interesting. It surprised me actually a little bit because it took a little bit more ratcheting action to get it into place, and I was surprised at how much skin it was grabbing, you know, getting it into place. I think,
and it did bite through the sleeve. Right. It bit.
Yeah, all the tourniquets are going to bite to some degree.
Right.
I think what shocked me was because it's a little bit narrower. It's on the lower end of what a tourniquet ought to be, right at that 1 inch. I was kind of surprised at how much it did grab. I'd be really fascinated to try this with hands wet with blood to see how it works at that point. Very
interesting situation there. I mean, from my perspective, it didn't really feel any different than any other tourniquet that I could tell. I mean, you said it. My pulse was stopped when it was on. I completed the drill and ran with it. And so forth. So at this point, I say we just keep working with the thing, and
I agree.
And see how the students do with it. But I've got no complaint. I'm already carrying one of those on duty.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's a good option. I just want to stress test it a little bit more and see where we wind up.
Okay, but so far so good.
So far so good.
Okay, good enough.